Let's take another example to now start building the kinds of curves that we're interested in from real data. Just to keep things simple, rather than use my stack of real images, I'm just going to showcase these small types of ramp grayscale images here. And I basically have kind of simulated them to have a shutter speed of 1/64th darker image, 1/16th, 1/4th, 1 second, and 4 seconds. So it gets from darker to brighter. Again, we are interested in getting to I, the intensities. G is my function, and the thing that we want to extract from is exposure H, right? I mean, that's the relationship, because remember, the rest of it we actually were able to get to from the camera itself. So now to get an exposure, basically we would have to compute the irradiance, E, and with the time, and we know all of this. Of course, we can also do this in log, because that actually makes our curves and everything appear nice. And of course, just I'm showing this pixel values here, and I'm going to basically create an axis, the log of an exposure H. What we can do now is find, let's say, 3 points, 1, 2, and 3 here, at 3 different points. I've colored them differently so we can see what they are. And of course, I now in this instance can pick out what their values would be. Similarly, now I can find 3 similar exact points in another image, and I'm actually just randomly walking around in these 5 images. And if you notice that basically I can find these 3 points in all of these images. You know how to get these images. Feature tracking and feature detection work, or feature matching work that we looked at, allows you to find these types of things in a real image. This is just a synthetic test case that I'm showing you. Of course, after I find these points, I can actually use this to plot these values. Of course, I'm showing this purple here. While I just have 5 images here, you can imagine I may have more, and this would allow me to get a bunch of different values here. So here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and so on. This allows me to kind of, plot these out. I can do the same for turquoise. And here is the range change that's happening in this one. Pixel values, log of exposure, based on these calculations, again, pure data. And in case of the yellow, basically we see this kind of phenomenon, where basically, again, we have points like this. So I took a lot of samples, over 10 plus, and this is what it gave me.